And I'm going to put a little garlic in here, about a good tablespoon, because I like garlic, and that's minced garlic. And this is one that really there is no recipe for, so you're just going to have to pay very good attention. So get some zucchini cut up, and now I think I can put that in. I'm going to lower the heat a little bit, and get your zucchini in your olive oil, you see? Put it in, turn that up just a little bit. And so now if you didn't have yellow, you could just use all green. And this is going to be a very quick dish and a very nice dish for company. Look at that, I even put the stem in. You see, I don't want to waste anything here. I'll throw that out. So that goes in. And then along with this, I want to put in some of those other things that I picked in the garden, remember? And that is some of that cavolo nero. And here it is. That's that black cabbage, the seeds of which I brought from Italy, and of course the bugs got to, but I'm going to use the leaves anyway. So I want some of that. And now, if you didn't have this, well, you could just use spinach. It would work just as well. So I want to take this off the stem. This really reminds me a lot of Swiss chard, which is another vegetable that my grandmother loved to cook. I hated it, as I hated zucchini when I was a kid, but when you get old, things change, and actually I like zucchini now, and I use it in a number of ways. So put in about as much as you want. I'll probably put in a cup or so, and if you're going to use spinach, you're going to put it in raw, just like I'm going to put in the cabbage raw. So there, and I'm just thrilled that that grew in my garden, the seeds of which I brought from Italy, as I've been telling you. You see, I'm so thrilled about that. So I'm going to give this a little stir. Now I've got to move my oil, my other pan off the burner because it's starting to smoke a little bit. I'm going to lower the heat on that. And now with this, I'm going to want some tomatoes. And here I've got plum tomatoes because that is the sacred cow of all tomatoes in Italy, the plum tomato. And now you can put in one or two. If you don't have plums, well, you can use something else. I'm just going to cut those up like that. And I think this adds just a nice color to this dish. And just cut it up, you see? Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just cut it up. And you're going to put that right in with the zucchini. So 2 or 3 if they're small. So in that goes. Just like that. See, doesn't that look colorful? And now I'm just going to stir that around a little bit. And really use good olive oil because that's what gives the flavor to this. And the Italians have a very simple philosophy when it comes to cooking vegetables. You don't want to get too elaborate. You just want to give it very basic seasonings. So here's a little coarse black pepper, which I love, and a little bit of salt. You see? And now I'm going to stir that around a little bit. And I'm going to put a cover on this now to let this cook a little bit before I put the cabbage in, because that's not going to take as long to cook. So let me move that out of the way. Looks beautiful. And now I'm going to add the black cabbage. So in it goes. If you don't have black cabbage, you're putting in spinach, remember? So now I'm going to put the cover on. I wish you could smell this. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, look at how gorgeous that is. And you just take that right onto a serving dish. You see how beautiful that looks. And the last thing you want to give that is a little sprinkling of cheese. And this is Romano. So put some Romano cheese over, or whatever other kind of cheese you have. And that's all ready for the eating.